Back in, it's time for Money Tuesday. You know, many people look forward to the day they can maybe unwind, finally retire. A lot of people make detailed plans for when that day comes. But this morning, we're on your side with how you also need to prepare for the unexpected and how you set yourself up and your family, and just in case they have to take over in your absence. Marshall Clay joins us this morning with more now on good contingency plans. Good to see you this morning, Marshall.
Hey, good to see you, Mike.
All right, so let's talk about where do folks need to start thinking about this plan?
Yeah, so this is really focused towards the financial leaders of the family. I see a lot of times that financial leaders, they have these great plans for their family, but unfortunately, they're the only ones that can execute it. So, bringing the non-financial leaders into the fold is extremely important. So the first step I always recommend people to take is just to get organized. Take inventory of the things that you have, whether it be investment account statements, whether it be deeds for real estate documents, all those really important assets and documents. Just get organized and understand what it is that you have. The second thing, and this is something that a lot of people don't necessarily want to do, but I recommend consolidating a lot of those things in a centralized location. I mean, the last thing you want these non-financial leaders to have to do in your absence is run around to 20 different banks or to find estate documents in one place or have to go to another for powers of attorney, so on and so forth. So, centralizing those assets, centralizing those documents is very important, whether that be in physical format or in some sort of digital format. And then the last thing I would recommend, and this is probably the most important thing, is just bringing those non-financial leaders into the fold. Educating them on what it is that the family has. And if this process, gets overwhelming for them, look to delegate to somebody. It's okay to sort of outsource some of this stuff to people.
And what's the best place to keep these documents? And obviously that would have to include if you have passwords and stuff like that to get access to maybe some trading accounts and that type thing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people put important documents in safety deposit boxes. That's not as popular today as it was maybe in the past, but some sort of secure location. A lot of people have their own safes these days. But certainly if you're going to use some sort of digital format, you want to make sure that, it's got the proper, cyber security, measures taken. Sometimes those things can get pretty pricey, but, doing those things is really important, particularly if you're going to centralize a lot of very vital information in one location.
Okay. Would you recommend leaving this information with an attorney?
You can, some attorneys definitely hold on to original estate documents. Sometimes they'll hold on to other important documents as well. Whether it's an attorney or a financial planner or, other professionals, they'll oftentimes offer those services, but you want to ask, is there any additional fees associated with that? Oftentimes there is not. But yeah, that's certainly a good option as well.
Well, obviously this will require some work to really fill out a quote unquote family handbook then for your family to follow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen this take years for some families. I mean, it depends on the complexity of your particular case facts, but if you've got land all over the place in different states, you got to get copies of deeds, you got estate documents, life insurance policies. I mean, if you just go down the list of important things that you need, it can get really long. So if you're the financial leader, start now and start doing these things and bring the other non-financial leaders into the fold as quickly as possible.
All right, Marshall Clay from the Welsh Group, good information this morning. We do appreciate it. Thank you. You gave us more to put on the to-do list, that's for sure.
Hate to do that, but it's good. It's good information.
It's quite all right. Thank you. All right, well, winning.